Hey everyone, JVEX here, and today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind while playing Cube World, the region lock system. For those of you new to the game or thinking about diving in, this mechanic might catch you off guard, and trust me, I've got a lot to say about this. But before I get into it, let me give you a bit of background about my connection to Cube World. So I'm kind of new to actually playing Cube World myself, but I've been following this game for over a decade. When I was younger, like 10 years ago, I used to watch YouTubers like BOO play the game. He had this whole Cube World playlist, and I remember sitting there completely amazed by the game. But unfortunately, I never had a good enough PC to play it back then. For years, I kept the game in my mind, always hoping I'd get the chance to play it one day. So imagine my excitement when I finally got to jump in and experience it for myself. But things are different now. I mean, obviously, I didn't expect the game to be the same after 10 years. A lot can change in a decade. Still, there's one major change that really threw me off: the region lock system. When I first went into a new region, I had this legendary gear that I was so proud of. I thought I was going to destroy everything in my path, but then something weird happened. I started noticing I wasn't doing any damage. I thought I was losing it, like maybe I missed something, but no, it was the game. My health and damage were adjusting to each new region. At first, I was like, okay, maybe that's just part of how things work now. But when I realized I was only doing 3 damage with my legendary gear, that's when I was like, hold up, this feels wrong. That's when it hit me. Cube World resets your loot effectiveness when you move into a new region. Your gear only works well in the region where you found it. So every time you cross into a new area, it's like starting from scratch. Now, for a game like this, where grinding for better gear is a huge part of the experience, that feels off to me. Back when I watched Cube World as a kid, I always thought the fun was in getting better gear and progressing, tackling harder enemies as you got stronger. But this system makes it feel like you are constantly resetting. I think the developer wanted to keep the game challenging and balanced by making sure you couldn't steamroll through everything with overpowered gear from a different region. But to me, it's too harsh. If I grind for hours and finally get legendary loot, I want that sense of accomplishment to carry over to new regions. That's what progression is about in RPGs, getting stronger and pushing forward, not feeling like you are stuck in place every time you enter a new zone. So here's what I propose. Instead of fully resetting our gear's power, how about a soft scaling system? Maybe the gear loses some effectiveness in new regions, but not all of it. The better the rarity, the less it should be affected. That way, legendary gear still feels legendary, even if it's not as powerful as it was in the previous region. This way, we can still have the challenge of new regions while keeping that sense of progression alive. It's a win-win for everyone who, like me, wants to feel like their grind is worth it. So yeah, Cube World is still a game I enjoy and have a lot of nostalgia for. But this region lock system is something I really think the devs could tweak to make the game feel more rewarding. What about you guys? Does this system bother you too? Or do you like the challenge of resetting in each region? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I try to upload maybe once or twice a week, so check out my previous work. JVEX signing off.